Hello everyone, my name is Christy. I'm with Positive Creation Wreath and More. I hope you all are having a fabulous evening. And no, Charlie Brown's not here, but he is on his way home, so maybe he'll join us later on. All right, tonight we are doing a St. Patrick's Day wreath, and I need your all's help, okay? We got to name this leprechaun, so that's where you all come into play. You got to help me think of a name, and his name cannot be Lucky. Somebody else made a wreath, and they named him Lucky. They named their leprechaun Lucky. So you can't name him Lucky. Any other name besides Lucky. So that's where I need y'all's help. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to move the camera down and we're going to get started. All right. Yep. We got to name this guy by the end of tonight. And he can't be Lucky. All righty. I'm going to move this table back just a pinch, maybe. All right. What I did was I took this 15-inch frame, 15 inches this way, 24-inch in circumference. I took the 21-inch deco mesh green, and I went around and I did 10-inch poofs on the bottom and on the top frame. And tonight, as you can see, no cross member or chenille stems in the middle. Nope, we're going to leave it open tonight. We're going to be different. I want to say thank you for joining me. And I am going to pull up the live real quick. Hi, Carol. Hi, Tanya. All right, now tonight I've got green and I've got gold that's going in every single tie. And I am going to use the St. Pat's ribbon in every other tie. Yep, every other tie. Because I have this gold mesh that I'm going to put in every other tie. And this gold mesh, I only cut 18 inches because I only want a pinch of it. I don't want a lot of it, just a pinch of it. And you'll see why. And tonight, I really went all out. Yep, I got the deco tubing out. We're going to add some of this as well. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the love. So, with that being said, I'm going to get started. And I did do the woodland ruffles with these as well. I'm trying to decide if I want them up or down. Let's do them up. Why not? And like I said, I need y'all to name my my leprechaun here. He needs a name, and it can't be Lucky because somebody else had a leprechaun just like this, and they named him Lucky. And I said, well, there's that. So he can't be Lucky because, you know, there can only be one Lucky. Thank you for the sprinkles. I do have some embellishments that I made for this. And I'll show them to you here in just a little bit. So you're going to see that I'm not going to cut off any of the ties. So that way we can have our embellishments on here. Now see, I'm not going to put the gold mesh into the next tie. But instead, we're going to use the St. Pat's ribbon. I still have 2 kits available. That's what this big wreath is back here, the kits. They are in our Etsy shop. I will post that link here in just a second. We made this on Friday. And like I said, you can use whatever embellishments you want for that kit. Thank you. And if you're new, we would like to say welcome and and please let us know where you're watching from. See where I'm going with that? How I'm not putting the gold in every one, but I'm not putting the St. Pat's in every one. And I know, I usually don't use deco tubing, but today I just decided to do it. Why? Why not? Watching from Texas. All right, welcome, Texas. Michelle, glad to have you. Sammy, ooh, I like that. Now I'm just putting this deco tubing in here just as an extra added pop of color. And as you can see, I'm still not cutting off those ties because I've got more to put in here. Alrighty, moving along. So how's everyone been today? I've been busy. You know me, I can't sit still for very long. This one will not be a kit, unfortunately. Let's better grab the ribbon first. If there's ever something that I make, happy-go-lucky, that's pretty cool. I like that one. If there's something like this that I ever make and you guys would like it as a kit, as long as I can go and get the materials. Thank you, Tanya. As long as I can get the materials and as long as I have that, because like the leprechaun, he came from one of my local craft stores. So as long as they still have them, I don't mind going over there and getting it. And I don't mind sending you the stuff and doing it as a kit. I don't mind doing that for you guys. Just send me an email or a message on here and just letting me know. Don't you get caught in there. But I will say this much. He did have a sandbag in his bottom, and I had to take his sandbag out, and then I put polyfill in there and sewed him back up. Because I wouldn't want that sandbag to rip open and then sand going everywhere. I started making some fake bakes again. And I really like these ones that I just made. They're really cute. I'll have to show them to you here in a sec. I'm going to get this on. I know there's a glare on there. Is that not cute? That's a little chick. I made 3 of those today. I would have made more, but I ran out of time. Because, you know, unfortunately I have to cook dinner and all that good stuff. Thank you, Carol. Well, hi, Pamela. And the kits that we have, it does have this little truck that comes with it. And you know, you can pop that off. And you can always put like a spring welcome sign on there. You can put a welcome sign, or you can do you can pop some flowers in there for the spring, summer. You can pop anything in there really that you want. It's very versatile. You can change it out. That's one thing about the kits that we do make. I do try to make it to where they're interchangeable. How are you doing, Pam? All right. Oh, no, we don't need this. Good. Yes, please come up with a name for my leprechaun. Because I'll tell you, when y'all come up with a name, that's how I'm going to list him in our Etsy shop. There you go. Luck charm. There you go. Y'all are being creative. I like that. Thank you. Y'all see how this is turning out? How it's just a pop of gold. And then you got the St. Pat's ribbon. We got one more ribbon on the top, and then we can move down to the bottom. And all the deco tubing is cut at approximately 18 inches, but as you can see, some of them may be a little longer than the others, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just in there for extra added color. Every time somebody texts me, it kicks me off the live. There we go. Now we're back in business. All right, now there's the top completely done. All right, now we're going to get started on the bottom. And how I did these, even though they're 18 inches, I still went ahead and did the woodland ruffle on these. And I'll show you how I did that. Even though they're 18 inches, you can still do the woodland ruffle. You don't have to use a dowel rod. You can just do it automatically with your hands and whatever. It doesn't matter. Take something heavy and put it on one end of the mesh. You can take a dowel rod, a marker, anything that you have that would help you. Put it on here. You just count 1, 2, 3. You're going to hold that, slide it out. You can use a chip clip, a clothespin, anything you have laying around the house. Doesn't matter. And you're going to do the other side the same way. One, 2, 3. You can just pull that right out. And then you just do the ruffly method. And this is how you do a woodland ruffle. Then you just move your clip. And then there's your woodland ruffle. Now, of course, this would be a lot bigger. The longer you cut your mesh, it'll be a lot bigger. But these are only cut at 18 inches because I just wanted a pop of that color in here. I didn't want a lot of it because I want my green to show. Because after all, it is a St. Pat's wreath. Shamrock McGold. I like that too. Thanks, Carol. I get to see about half of the names that's going through there. Oh yeah, I gotta tell y'all this. So, y'all know Charlie Brown wasn't here last night. He had to work. Well, as soon as I got off the live, I went in there to the kitchen and I finished up his dinner. And I hadn't read any of the comments yet. Well, he come home last night and he said, "Did you read any of the comments yet?" And I said, "No, I haven't had time. I've been finishing up your dinner, darling." That man can eat now. Y'all know this. So he said, "Well, I'll read them. I'll read them." I said, "All right, you read them to me while I finish up your dinner." I want you to know he read every last comment and he enjoyed it so much. Yep, he did. He read every comment and he was laughing. I got his dinner done. I said, "You want me to finish reading the comments that way you can eat?" He said, No, I got it. That man did not eat his dinner until he got done reading every last comment. Y'all made his day. He wasn't here, but he enjoyed it. So thank you for making his day. And then he finally ate his dinner. you. Whoops, I wasn't ready for this. Oh well, I'll just come back to that other one. So y'all have priority over his food. I just want y'all to know that. And that means y'all are special to him. Because there ain't nothing that takes priority over that man's food. But y'all, he read them comments before he even sat down and ate his dinner. That means y'all rate. You rate high in his book. That means y'all are special. He did. He said, tell her she did a good job. And then he asked if I read the note. I said, no. I said, I told him that I had a note, but I didn't read the note out loud. And he said, well, you should have read the note. I said, no. He goes, that's the whole reason why I put it on the camera. I said, I'll remember to text her and ask her. And he goes, no, you won't. You'll keep forgetting. Because the note was for you, Carol, with a K. He said, you need to ask Carol what time her flight's coming in. I'm like, okay. And I keep forgetting to ask you. So he left a note on the camera. So when I come back here to turn the camera on to get it ready, there was a note hanging up. I was like, you're such a weirdo. He's funny. Yeah. There's the note. I just laughed and moved it over to the side. Good, then he can leave me alone and quit asking me. I'll tell him as soon as you schedule it, I'll let him know. Until then, he can be quiet. Yeah, they're backwards. Well, it doesn't matter. He left it on the camera anyway, so. You'll be happy to know, Steve, that sometime soon, I got a tech person coming up, and she's going to fix all this. You won't read anything backwards then. We're trying to get everything figured out. Steve. We're just about done putting on all the ribbons and stuff. Has anybody else been having thunderstorms today? Right before I got ready to turn the cameras on, it started thundering. I said, no, no, Lord, we don't need none of that. This Friday, you got ice storms, Melody? Wow. I'm sure that's what we'll end up with before it's over with the temperatures dropping the way they are. And 82 degrees? Wow, I'm jealous. Usually whenever it starts raining and thundering, our power goes out because we live down in that room. We're like down in the valley. So every time it rains, it's like it knocks out our power and our internet. And I was like, oh, great. I don't need that right before I go live. I'm just about done putting on all the ribbon and the tubing. Yep. This one and one more. And we'll be all done. Yeah, it is cold out. But the crazy thing is, Steve, it's cold tonight, but tomorrow it's going to be in the 50s. And then the next day it's going to be snow again. I said, I give. That's Indiana weather for you, though. Thank you, Kathy. This is our last set of ribbon. Get in there. All the ribbon is cut at 12 inches. The deco tubing is at 18. The little pops of gold mesh is cut at 18. And of course I cut too much deco tubing. That's all right. Alrighty. Now that we got all of that on, 10-inch poofs with the green mesh all the way around, and it was 21-inch deco mesh. Now that that's all on, now we're going to start embellishing it. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, y'all. You know my mind goes wacko sometimes, and I just can't help it. So, I made these little pots of gold that we're going to pop on there. And we have these that we're going to add on there. These I found in the bags at where did I find those at? I think the buck store, you know, the buck store. And I found these and a bag of these. So I made these, but then I had to put them together, and I made the little, if you look inside of there, it looks like little gold nuggets down in there. So I made those. So yeah. Been busy. So we have lots of embellishments that we're going to add. But before we add those, all right, do we want our leprechaun? Do we want him in the middle? Oh, let me get you in the camera here so we can see. Do we want him in the middle, or do we want him on the side? Because we do have a bow as well. That I made. So do we want him in the middle and the bow on the side, or the bow down here, or the bow on this side? So y'all get to pick. On the side, put him in the middle and the bow on the side. All right, so let's get him attached then. All right. Let me get his booty down in there. And what I did was, the brim of his hat, I went up underneath. It didn't go all the way through. I just went underneath it here, and that's how I'm going to attach it. And don't make fun of my sewing job, because, you know, I couldn't see that well. I couldn't find my glasses. I don't know where they're at. I think they're buried underneath all the tax papers, but anyhow. I took that bean bag out, but you ain't gonna see that part where I didn't sew it very good. But anyhow, I sewed it back up and I put the piece of wire in there. We're gonna stick that part down in there so you ain't gonna see it. It ain't a fancy job, but he sewed up. He ain't gonna lick no sand. Alright, we're gonna stick them wires down through here. Come on. There. Thanks, Kathy. I did give him a booty job. I took that sand out. We're going to stick his booty down in that mesh. That way you won't see it. See? Now you won't see his botched job. I ain't no surgeon. That's for sure. Alrighty. Then we're going to attach his bottom to the bottom. We're going to attach his bottom to the bottom here. I give. And all I'm doing is taking the wire and I'm going around this frame right here. If I get my fat fingers to work. There it goes. And here's the other. Cross his legs. Then I'm going to twist those wires. Get your booty down in there. Seriously? There. Now he's attached. Steve says you have to cross your legs, dude. Okay. We'll put his arm out because he's got that little clover there. See? Oh my goodness. Steve. Oh, you're rotten. He is trying to run away. He done knows what I done did. I took out his sack, his sandbag. Alrighty. All I'm going to do is roll these up, make a little loop. And I'm going to put these tinsel ties that's on the wreath through there. Slide them down, twist, and bend them over. And then they'll pop up. And I'll show you what that looks like. See? And we're just going to go around and add those every so often, along with these little pots of golden nuggets and coins. And those coins do have little 4-leaf clovers on them. And it had some kind of saying on there, but I couldn't see, and I couldn't find my glasses. So I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. How stinking cute is that? It's a pots of gold. They're after me gold. Joking. Ain't got no gold. If I did, I'd just give it away. Cause I'm not greedy. I share. Alrighty, let's put another shamrock down here. Thank you. Hi, Susan. Thank you. Now, before we get too far carried away, I want to make sure we get our bow on there. Because we can always add some of these clovers and stuff to our bow. And no, I'm not going to let Mr. Charlie Brown fluff the bow anymore. After what he did to that last bow, Excuse me. Here you drink. I end up having to take that bow apart and redoing it. I said, I don't know what you did to that bow, sir, but besides mangle it. Alrighty. Let's see here. I want it to go right here. Yep. Let me get the little needle out. I think it's back here. Nope. Well, righty. Maybe it'll go through here. Yeah, that was the bow that he mangled. That's the bow I had to redo. I told him there's no need in him coming home. Hi, Joanne. Ain't no need in asking him to fluff no bow no more. Not after that fiasco. Okay, there we go. Yep. I know, I still got to trim off the tails, and I will do that. Come on, get on there. Nope, a little tighter. I don't want to go too tight because I don't want to smash my bow down into the wreath. Oh, I'll tighten it up here later. Okay. Yeah, his hand's stuck down there. Okay. Now, let's finish our embellishments. See, we can always add a pot of gold to our bow. Now, the bunnies are right here. Hi, bunnies. I'm going to move them over here so I can slide this over so y'all can see a little bit better. Get you back on camera here. There. See? I think the pot of gold is too big, but we could always, like, if we wanted to, we could add a pot of gold to the top. But I think a little shamrock on the top is better. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Too much? I don't know. We'll see. But we still got lots of stuff. I think we definitely need to put one down here by our little leprechaun. Just this. There's that. Let's put some more shamrocks on here. Some of these wires are kind of long. The pot of gold or the shamrock? Yeah, we can do that. I still got more. I still got lots more. Put this one on here. And even though I still have all of these, it doesn't mean that I will necessarily use them all. It just means I have them in case if we want to use them all. That's what it means. It just means that we can have fun. Do it however we want. That's all it means. So y'all like this pot of gold on the top of the bow? Like I said, I still got to tighten up the bow. So you like that pot of gold up there on the top? Well, good word. I tried to straighten up the... There. Like that? You like that? Alrighty. We'll do that then. This won't take long to heat up because I had it on earlier. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Alrighty, we will put the pot of gold on top then. Not a problem. See, I like to make it into something fun and just go to town and have fun with it. That's what I said. It doesn't matter, like with the wreath kits. He said just because we put a kit together, you can still add your own embellishments. You can make it your own. You can do whatever you want with it to make it your own. You don't have to make it this way necessarily. We just give you a rough idea. Make it your own and have fun. Oh yeah, you gotta keep your legs crossed because Steve said so. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. whatever your name's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know if they decided yet or not. But anyhow, you have to keep your legs crossed because Steve said so. I don't know if Lori's on tonight at 8 or not. I'm not sure. I know she was on last night at 9. And see, I'm not using any glue on this because the wires that I put in all of these, ow, that I just stabbed myself with. But anyhow, I glued these wires into the styrofoam, and you can just cut these as long as you want or as short as you want, these wires. I don't know if you can see that, but and then you just take these and curl these up, and then you can just place these around anywhere. No shamrocks between the legs, right? Right? I did jab myself. Wow. And I love these little pots of gold. Ah, too funny. Let me tighten this bow up just a little bit more so he doesn't shake around there. Come on now. Don't film me now, hands. Come on. Ugh. There we go. That's a little bit better. Charlie Brown, don't hurry up. He's going to miss out on all the fun. It's going to be his own fault. But that's all right. He can read all the comments. Okay. And y'all see? I want to show you something too. Everything stayed on. And his legs stayed crossed, Steve. And no shamrocks between his legs. And nothing's glued on. So we will glue the pot of gold to the bow. Lord have mercy. And we still got some shamrocks left. So if y'all see a bared spot, if y'all see a bared spot, just let me know. But not between the legs, okay? Right? Painter's tape, right? Susan knows that. Alrighty. Oh, can we put a shamrock beside him or maybe another pot of gold or something? Beside him. Yeah, let's use this one. Where's my little pliers? Good word. There. Get on there. I know I wound it down too little. There. Just make it bigger. No, we won't. We just come undone. Well, I know one way to fix her. I'll just wrap it around there. I ain't gonna fight with you all night long, but you're going on there, you big pot of gold. That's right. Yeah, I'm talking to the wreath. I'm sorry. Oh my. 3 to 6 inches of snow. Wow. Come on. Don't do that. Okay. There. Now we got her. Now, see, he has 2 pots of gold beside him that he's protected. That's what we had today, Susan. Freezing rain. All day long. Then we had thunderstorms right before I went live. It's like, that's lovely. They have a new internet company that's trying to, they come through here and they dug up all of the front of everybody's yards up and down in our little subdivision. And they started on this like a few weeks ago and they're still back here working. And with it raining, they can't work. So now we have big piles and piles and piles of dirt. And now it's been raining. And they haven't been able to get back here and work because it's been raining. So they was last here Friday, and I had an appointment Friday, and they had this big, huge machine in our driveway, and I was like, you got to move that. He's like, I working? I said, no, you're moving it. I working? No, you're moving that. I gotta go. Oh, okay. So they finally backed that big, huge machine out, and it took him like 10 minutes. I was like, oh, good word, I hope I'm not late for my appointment. But I wasn't, thank goodness. But what they're doing is it's a new internet company, and they're trying to bury cable line. And they went around, they did a survey, and if they got so many people to say yes, then they could run their cable lines, and it didn't matter, and they could come onto your property, and they could dig up the whole system and run a whole new cable line. Well, they kept asking us, and I kept saying no. And enough people said yes, so they got to dig up our whole entire front yard. So now our whole entire front yard's dug up. And of course, there was big mounds of dirt everywhere, and I'm like, ugh, nothing we can do about it. And of course, they left that machine in our driveway, and I finally said, before you leave, you got to move that, because we had to get our Jeep in and out. And I said, I have appointments, and you cannot leave that machine in our driveway. So now it's been raining, and they haven't been able to come back. So what do you think happened to all that dirt? Washed down. I said, that's just lovely. So, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. I said, we already got one awful cable company. We don't need another one. One's aplenty. Anyhow, I don't think we need any more. What do y'all think? I think we got plenty on here. So what do y'all think? You think we got enough gold and clovers on here? We got our bow. And we got a pot of gold here on top of the wreath with our little... And he's got a pot of gold on each side of him. And yes, Steve, his legs are crossed. He's a gentleman. And we got lots of clovers on him. All around him. So what's the final name so we can put it up? This is how I'm going to list him on Etsy. Whatever the final name was that y'all decided on. That's how I'm going to list him on Etsy. And I want to say thank you all for joining us. And Charlie Brown didn't make it home tonight. It's his loss. So he'll probably walk through the door as soon as I turn the cameras off. And then he'll read the comments before he eats his dinner. So I want to say thank you all for joining me. Oh, and we will be live again Friday. He is off work, so he will be here Friday. And no, we're not doing a wreath. Let me move this up so I can talk to y'all. I mean, it's not like I had to been done a whole lot, but anyhow. No, we're not doing a wreath. No, we're not doing a centerpiece. I'm doing something I've never done before. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Yes, there is still 2 wreath kits available. And like I said, this is what it looks like. No, you don't get the big eggs. But it does come with this little truck. It comes with the ribbon. It comes with the 1 pink and 1 purple. It comes with 5 yards of that mesh, 5 yards of the pink, 5 yards of the purple gingham, 5 yards of the natural daisy, and then you get a whole 10-yard roll of that pink and purple diagonal plaid right there. And you get these embellishments right here, this little grass looking stuff. You do get an embellishment pick. And like I said, you can decorate it however you want. They are in our Etsy shop. And I want to thank all of you guys for joining me tonight. And like I said, Friday we're doing something new and it's going to be exciting. And I'm excited about it. And this week I will be working on some more of these. Isn't that little chick cute? Let me take that glare off. Isn't that little chick cute? So I'm going to be making some more of those. So stay tuned. So have a blessed week. God bless. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a blessed week and see y'all Friday. Bye.